Hey folks, it's the beginning of another wonderful week. It is Tuesday, I'm back in the studio. That means it's Tooltip Tuesday. So let's check out what I have for you this week. In this week's video, we're going to take a look at something that every fabricator should have if they don't already. It's handy tools for transferring holes from one piece to another. By transferring holes, I am of course referring to transfer punches. These are great for going ahead and either lining up parts, transferring holes from one piece to another when you're trying to recreate a part, or just so you can go ahead and bolt the piece onto another piece. The way they do this is the outside diameter is machined to a specific size, usually slightly undersized of whatever size this is. Like this one's 15/64, so it'll be slightly smaller than a 15/64 hole. You go ahead and take these, you pass them through the hole of one piece, line up where you want that piece to be, and then tap it with a hammer, and you got yourself a center punched hole ready to drill so you can transfer that hole from one piece to another. I've been making heavy use of these things lately, working on a wood structure of a 1941 Sterling I've been restoring at my day job. I had a lot of brackets on that I had to recreate. Something was rotten, I had to make a new one, so I would transfer the hole from the old one to a new piece so I can go ahead and have it hole in the right place. Or if I was just reusing those brackets, or even just the ones that I recreated, I had to transfer those holes to wood. I'd line up that piece, that support piece, where it was going to end up being. I'd go ahead and clamp it in place, then I'd use the transfer punches to go ahead and punch that hole where it's going to have to be. Another thing you can do with transfer punches that I personally never do, but I do see the value in it, and I have seen other people do it, is to use them as a scribe. Say this one here, it's 1/2 inch. The center point of that is at 1/4 inch. So I could take this, lay it on the workbench, take it up right up against a workpiece, and slide it along there, and it would scribe a hole at 1/4 inch off of the workbench. Personally, I don't do it because I don't want to wear on the tip of my transfer punches. I have had this set right here for years now, and the tips are still wonderful on them. I don't have a need to replace this set because I've been taking care of it. Now, one problem I have seen with other people's transfer punches, especially the smaller diameter ones over the years, is they'll often get a bend in them. Because of course you have a nice long piece, you're sticking through that hole to go ahead and transfer that punch. Well, what happens is folks hammer too zealously on it, they bend it as they hammer it. You do not need to hammer heavily hard with these. Just a simple little light strike with a hammer generally transfers at the point. Or I've known folks who just use the point and scribe with it. They just put it down through the hole and they spin the transfer punch to just use it as more of a scribe than as an actual full-on punch. You could pick up this 28-piece set on Amazon, goes from 3/32 up to 17/32, which is just over 1/2 inch, for $15.95 with free Amazon Prime shipping. There's a link down in the description below so you can go ahead and pick up a set of these if you want to. They also have a larger set that goes up to 1 inch, so if you're trying to transfer bigger holes, you can do that as well, though it's a fair bit pricier, of course a lot more metal there, for about $73. Alright folks, I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, go ahead and drop it a like. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of this? Do you find these really useful? Do you have a set that you use all the time, or do you never use them? Go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more content like this every week. Thanks for coming around, folks.